Hi guys, welcome back to Something with Sina. I am so excited because today, today I have the loudest in the building.
I don't know about that.
I told you. I told her this is how she has to laugh now. Exactly. Yeah. Anyway, hi guys, welcome back to the safe space. I am so excited about I'm excited about today's video. I'll let her introduce herself, and then so basically this is how prepared I am today. I took notes because I don't want to leave anything out. So we're basically going to be talking about single mom syndrome. That's what we're going to talk about. And she came up with the topic, as all my guests are going to have to do. And I'm just so excited. So, ma'am, introduce yourself.
Hey guys, my name is Penelope, and I am a mother of two beautiful kids, a girl and a boy. Daughter is 19 and my son is 12. And yeah.
Okay, Fanny. So, my friend, you literally had the suggestion that we should talk about like being a single mom and literally just juggling work, relationships, friendships, and so I think I need to find a better way of doing stuff, because we literally spoke about this about weeks ago, and then it was only today where I was like, actually, let me like find questions and whatever. So this is what I got. I think the first thing that popped up is single mom syndrome. I don't even remember what I put in on Google, but this is what it gave me. So single mom syndrome is basically encompasses the emotional, physical, and mental strain that arises from the responsibilities of raising children alone. So basically, juggling work, household chores, finances, and parenting can be overwhelming, leading to increased stress levels. So is this like something you had in mind when you had?
Well, yes and no, because as women, we deal with things differently. We take things that happen to us differently.
Yeah.
So yes and no in that manner. But also at the same time wanted to talk about how then once you are actually finding yourself in this predicament whereby you are stressed, you are depressed, you are all sorts of emotions and just don't know how to handle your life, your kids, and everything else in between.
Okay.
So
I do have, let me just 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And I hope we're going to be as fast as we can be, because we're literally taking this in like pressed time. So you just say
one of the qualities that mothers can actually do, doing things in so little time.
Multitasking, bro. Yo, like, okay, let's talk about that. So you did mention that you have 2 kids and whatever. I just want to know what your experience has been like up to this point. Firstly, how old are they?
My daughter's 19.
Ooh.
It's a matric ball this coming Monday.
Oh, MD. Okay.
And my son is 12 years old. He'll be turning 13 in February. So a couple of months. Yeah.
Okay. And how has your experience been like parenting 2 kids? And also, I do want to say that this is not only for like single moms, it's single parents, period. Like it could be a male, like literally with kids.
Exactly.
So how has your experience been like with like parenting a 19-year-old even? Yeah,
definitely. So honestly, for me, with being a single mom, there are some parts where I really never felt like I'm a single parent, because I've always had the help from my family. So big ups to my family, big ups to my granny, big ups to my aunt, who I call my mom. Big ups to them, because they really played a huge role in actually helping me upbring my kids. But it does have its downfall, having parents to help you parent your own kids. Because especially with our communities or with our, I don't know, what's this, ethnicity, the closer people especially. It's very difficult to be a mother when your mom is around. It's only now where we're trying to change that, where we want to be parents to our kids. But it's been difficult because of that, in that part, or in that
sense.
Yes, in that sense, because I would want to instill some sort of discipline in this way to my kids, but then there would be those challenges that there's only one mom in this house.
Of course, I think that's going to be my point, because I mean, I did share, like, for those of you who know me personally, you all know I have 2 boys myself, a 14-year-old and a 7-year-old, and like, I think I can definitely, okay, I'm not at the point where I'd be like, I want them to listen to me, because it's exactly like how you said that. There's only one mom in this house, and I don't even think about wanting to be like, yo, you don't listen to mama, because I promise you I'll be dead by now, you know. And go, I think another thing with, like, us Xhosas or blacks or ethnicity, basically, I think also, I don't think we have that privilege of being parents to our kids, because if you think about it, I'm just going to talk about myself. I had my boys when I was still a baby. So to my mom, we are, me and my boys, we are brothers and sisters, literally, because I'm still, like, under her roof and all of that. And like, I definitely understand when you say that you do want, ideally you would like to teach them, and that was going to be like one of my questions, like, you do want to
teach them or instill.
But then it's like, there's one mother here, and if was part
out. Oh my God.
Literally.
It's, you know, so for some time that has worked, because remember, I had my daughter when I was 17 years old, pregnant at 16, and what does a 16-year-old know, first of all? So I don't know how to hold a baby, I don't know how to bathe a baby, I don't know how to feed a baby, I don't know how to make sure that the baby is safe when I'm sleeping next to the child, you know. So it does work in some senses, but now there comes a time where now at least you are matured enough. You know that, okay, I don't want my daughter learning this or doing this or doing that. Now the problem starts, because you can't say, no, don't do that. Because Kulu is going to be like, hi, here, kumdana.
But one thing about my mom, like, shout out to Ivy, y'all, because my mom literally should be like, because I know, when it comes to even like my siblings and my cousins, you don't play like that. But literally there's a cane at home, and I don't play like that. And I think fortunate. And also, and Mani, okay, so the other thing that I wanted to talk about, so in your experience, you had a baby when you were 17, and I was 16, going on 17, and I was doing my matric. I was 16 when I fell pregnant, and it was right after matric. And then we were still babies. We didn't know anything. Like, even with what you just said right now, as a 17-year-old, it's fine if people are like, but you could open your leg. It's fine. That happened. But now the baby's here. And I used to literally, I remember this one time, Unago was literally probably a month or 2. Bro, he messed his pants and the poop literally went to the back. I did not know what to do.
Dealt with that. I would be like, no, but it would be so inappropriate for someone to even ask, like, oh, but you could open your legs.
And I'm not so that thankful
to lift your leg.
Oh, she did that. Okay,
so stop using that against us, guys. Like,
it happened. And
exercising.
Oh, don't say that. But anyway, what was I going to say? Even with that happening, and it's like one of the things that, okay, you were warned not to do it, and these are the consequences that you will have to deal with, which is okay. So another thing, like, as a teenage mother, and like at the time, would you say that being a single young teenage mom or whatever was traumatic?
Actually, for me, it was never traumatic. I won't lie. Like I said, it has its pros, it has its cons. Because I never really, especially with my daughter, I never felt being a mother. Like I never felt that, oh, I'm a mother. I really never felt it. I think that's what's working against me now. Because I gave everything to my parents. They took over, basically. And I was like, oh yeah, do y'all. And then now that's coming back to me.
Okay.
You see, because now I can't have a say, because what do I know about this child?
I think it goes back to, so you mean to tell me that you want to parent sister wako? Because now, because y'all grew up together and you can't now just want to be a mom. I think it would work once you move out of your mother's house, and then and then it would work. But I think for me also, my family has been hands-on from day one. Thank you, family, bro. Thank you to our mothers, because even this like whole thing of being a single mom, I don't know what that is. But then I think
I'm a single mother just because the dad is not there. But other than that,
what's a single mother anyway? So I think for me, then I think it was a bit traumatic. It was very traumatic because I mean, and even in my last video, I talk about how my mom used to wash my undies, even though I mean I was still a baby and all of that. So it was traumatic because now it's like, now I have a whole person. Yes, and as much as my mom still like saw me as a 5-year-old, remember I said she was hands-on. So I think as a I'm starting to learn, but
actually
have some grace. You know. Hey, anyway, and so another question or another thing that I want to ask you, what do you think single mothers need? Let's just say single parents at this point. What do you think single parents need most?
Support and understanding.
Oh, support is literally
support and understanding. Like, I tell you this, I need this, or please meet me halfway with that, and you do that. You do not even have to be the father of the child, uncle, mom, aunt, your sister, like the support system, the structure there.
Literally. And also I think for myself, I literally said support system and community. And with you mentioning like friend, brother, whatever, sometimes we're not even wanting people to like help out with money and stuff. Like, just listen to me, bruh, when I tell you, yo, Unago, like for example, Unago in 3 years he's going to varsity, and like it would be nice to just have a friend reach out like, actually I saw this bursary and did you think of like stuff like that. He loves soccer. I have like male friends, reach out basically. And also I think we hold a lot in. You did mention when we first started that like we experience a lot of, we have to deal with a lot. And also my mom always says ba umntana wansabe kongo waka mama. So you can say, oh, I'm gonna go drop the kid at the dad's house, and it never
you can't do that. So another thing that was actually the one major thing that for me was really difficult is that with Amy, that's my daughter. Okay, nothing was much of a challenge, but with my son, that was a challenge, because number one, remember, my son is autistic. Nobody,
my favorite person who ate nyama yam. I'm going to expose him.
So my son is autistic, and I was very lucky enough to notice or recognize that there's something wrong with my boy, because I had a book about parenting,
Mm-hmm.
and it was just talking about stages, that what your son or what your child is supposed to be doing at this stage.
Yeah.
And so that gave me a sense of knowing what to ask at the clinic, like, why is my son not doing this? Why is my child not doing that?
Yeah.
So the doctor wouldn't have known, or the nurse wouldn't have known that there's something wrong with my son, had I not asked those questions, and had I not notified them that he hasn't done this yet. He hasn't done this yet. So he was what's the word? He was diagnosed at 3 years with autism. Usually it takes about 6 years to actually diagnose a child with autism.
Dude, you're a hero mom, dude.
So having to deal with that, I knew fully what autism was. Okay, not fully, but I did have an idea of what autism was. And the understanding that I had was so traumatic, you guys, because at that time I thought all autism is the same.
Okay.
So what I was going through was, oh my God, so does this mean? At that time that my son was very hyper. He was very hyper. So I was thinking, oh Lord, is my son going to be all what's this thing? Throwing tantrums, and banging against the walls
those
and stuff like
fits
that.
and
Exactly.
Okay.
So that was what was going through my mind when I was told that he's autistic. So I was like, it was the worst pain that I've ever experienced out of all the things that I went through in life. That was very painful, and I could not cry, guys. I could not fall apart, because remember, a child is very sensitive. They can feel it when their mom is not okay.
Yeah, that's true.
Immediately when I was told that, my son looked at me as if though, so now what's gonna happen?
What's next?
Swear. So now,
but I feel like he's like that. Like, I've seen him with video calls. Literally. So when you did not have a phone, I'm sorry to cut you, you'll finish your story. So like, I would call her and she used a phone. Yeah, she would literally stare at a phone, and I'm calling his mom, and I'm like, I need something. And
totally. So that was very painful. But again, I'm so surprised that, wow, I actually got through this. I mean, God is so amazing.
God is good, dude.
God is so amazing, because wow, no one knew how to comfort me. And I was like, God, I don't know how to deal with this.
Yeah.
I don't know how to get through this. It actually took me another 3 years to actually finally break down and cry about it. But I wasn't in front of him. I wasn't in front of him. And then it was basically, it was an exhaling for me. Like, and then I let go of everything.
God works with us, whether we want to believe it or not. Okay, I think. How much time do we have? Okay. Okay, and what do you think? Okay, so with asking the next question, I do want to say that my family, my mom, my grand, everyone who literally helped raise me did a great job, right? And sometimes, okay, you did mention that, like, how we were brought up is a bit different from how we want to raise our kids and whatever. But what would you like to do better in raising your
my daughter or my kids? I think the most important thing that I would love my kids to learn is to have high respect for everyone. Fear God. Because I think for me, I've saved myself from getting into deep dangerous waters because of the fear that I have of God. So I want my kids to have that sense of fear in God, that that man is watching me. I better be careful. Respect human beings, period.
I like that. That is I think what I want to do better for my boys, I want to be more present, man. I want to listen to them more. I want to listen more than I speak. Obviously, you have a mother instinct, whether you are 12 years old or 55. You have so I want to be more present, and I want them to be everything that God knows about them. So I want to help nurture the seed that is in them, and because my young boy is very colorful personality, just like me. And then you have Unago, who's more reserved, and he only speaks about his feelings if I ask, so how's your heart, how's your head, what have you been thinking, and whatever. And I really just want to foster a relationship where they can get in whatever corner, but they know that their mom is there and all of that. And to close off, I think this is gonna be our last thing to talk about, and we're gonna have a part 2. I feel like I keep making promises.
Should we have a part 2?
Okay, so what advice are you going to give your kids? Again, you have parenting, and you want to kind of shepherd them in a way. So this is not you being a parent, but from literally one person to another. What would your advice be to your kids?
You are allowed to make mistakes. You are allowed to make mistakes, and once you've realized your mistake, breathe.
Ooh. So you were keeping this for this one. Okay, come through with it.
Kids out there, you are allowed to make mistakes, and once you've realized your mistakes, breathe. It's not the end of the world. We move on. We move forward.
Ooh.
God loves you all the time.
You said everything. There's nothing left to say. So I really was just happy to have this, and I know we have ideas on ideas, and sometimes isn't as such as that I'm like, I don't know about that. But anyway, guys,
I hit her with a surprise because she was like, nope, you're gonna think on your feet. I'm like,
and you did. You delivered. So guys, thank you so very much for taking time out to listen to our chat today, and we are looking forward to hearing from you. Let us know what you think, your parenting journey. If you're a single parent, if you're married, if you're in a relationship, how's that going for you? And we really appreciate your eyes and ears today. So do what you gotta do: like, share, comment, subscribe, and tell a friend to tell a friend to tell a friend. Thank you so much. Bye.